Hi guys, and welcome to my video about burning plastics. So let me show you some plastics I'm going to burn today. The first one is polypropylene. It's a very strong plastic used in packaging, bags, plastic bottle caps, and so on. The next one is polystyrene. Everybody knows the foam used in packaging, but also it's a clear plastic, very fragile, easily breakable. The next one is polyethylene, mostly used in wrappers, plastic bags, but also in jugs. It can be quite sturdy, but also very flexible. If you have a look at this particular cup, it is kind of breakable. The next plastic is very well known PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Made plastic bottles are made out of it, but also various sorts of packaging. It's see-through, very sturdy, just like the wood, which I'm going to use to start a fire in a few moments. So I'm starting the fire from wood. It is important to get some fire burning because you need to have a good, let's say, a substrate or a matrix to lay the plastic onto so it can melt down, and we can see how it burns. So the first plastic bottle, PET, when you throw it in the fire, it starts, first crimping, then you can see it very clearly melting down, and after it melts down, it starts burning. So the fire has gotten more vigorous, I guess, as a result of the PET plastic disintegrating and oxidizing to CO2 and water. You can see it doesn't really produce any smoke. You can't very well see it here, but you have to trust me. Also, the smell was not very much present at all, especially once it really got burning. So I think PET is a good candidate for burning. Polyethylene. First of all, I'm going to throw in the jug and see how it behaves. You can see just like PET, PE will first have to melt down, which takes a while because it's kind of a thick-walled container. And then it's melting, you can see it dripping, and it burns with a very bright and vigorous flame. If you have a look at this more detailed section, you can see how the plastic is really bubbling and boiling, disintegrating into gaseous components, which are then combusting very well. This plastic burned very cleanly, no soot, no smell, and after I blow into it, well, it's pretty much impossible to blow out. So polypropylene, again used in packaging, like this plastic bag, but also in small containers for cat food, let's say. So you can see it as soon as I pop it in the fire, even though it's a very small fire, it starts to burn, catch on fire very quickly, and it produces very clean smoke, no soot at all, and it doesn't even smell when you burn it down. I don't know if it's something to do with the chemical structure of this particular material, maybe the methyl groups, which are, let's say, on the side of the main backbone, are probably breaking off fairly quickly, producing methane, which then burns with a bright and a clean flame. The next one, in the next step, I'm going to pop in some bottle caps. They're also made of polypropylene. Well, they are red, so they must also contain some coloring, maybe some pigment, I'm not sure. But since the plastic is quite a bit thicker, it takes a while before they melt down. And after they melt down, they again start to gasify and produce a very similar type of flame as the plastic wrappers and the container. So you can see that although the fire from wood is very small, or actually pretty much none, the polypropylene produces a very bright flame which is almost impossible to blow out. So when I pop another piece of wood in there and so it can suck in the liquid plastic and keep on burning. I think this is a very good candidate for burning. Let's have a look at polystyrene. So the polystyrene, the white breakable plastic used in packaging, pretty much everywhere, you know. As soon as I throw it in the fire, it crimps, starts boiling, and very rapidly burns. The thing is, it makes quite a bit of soot, as you can see on the edges of the flames. They are not as sharp, they are kind of blackish, darkish, and this resulted in well, kind of an unpleasant smell as well of this plastic. If I pop in these containers, the behavior is totally the same. So as far as I'm concerned, PET burns quite okay. It takes a while to get started, but then it's fine. Doesn't produce any smoke and only a very weak smell. Polypropylene burns rapidly without any smoke and any smell. Polyethylene burns okay, takes a while to get started just like PET. There's no smoke produced and there's a weak, sweet smell produced next to it. Polystyrene, although it burns very rapidly, it produces dark soot and also a medium, unpleasant sweet smell.